math. Tomorrow's assignment is page 548, written exercises 1 to 30, and page 549, problems 1 to 6. And in your notebooks, you need to copy vocabulary, fractional exponents, and 12.1. The test for chapter 11, you will start it today in literature class and finish it tomorrow. The riddle: a farmer has 17 sheep and all but 9 die. How many are left? You may pause anytime you need to. You need to check your papers for today's assignment. Use your answer key and your partners, and when you're ready, take about 4 minutes or less. And then you can continue this page. Now that you're done checking, check your paper, heading, math room number, full name, full date. And you skip a line, and the title is page 545, written 1 through 34. And the answer to the old puzzle: if you divide 30 by 1/2, that means you have to take 30 times 2. You have to write the reciprocal 60, add 10, and the answer is 70. Good job for those that got it right. And you can pass those in, and those can be taken to the workroom. When you're ready, continue. Section 1110 is simplifying radical equations. A radical equation is an equation with a variable in the radicand. And the way to solve these is first isolate everything under the square root sign or the radical sign on one side. And then you square both sides, and that'll eliminate the radical sign. So this one, the square root of 2d is isolated, there's nothing else with it, so I'm going to square both sides. And you might need your calculator, so I pull that out. 48 squared is 2,304. And the square root of 2d times the square root of 2d is the square root of 4d squared, which is just 2d. And then from there, to solve for d, divide by 2. And the answer is 1,652. The second example, the square, what's under the radical sign is not isolated, so you need to get it by itself, and the adding 2 needs to be undone, so we'll subtract 2 from both sides. Now we have the square root of 5x plus 1 by itself on the left, and everything else is on the right. Square both sides to get rid of the square root sign or the radicand. So that gives us 5x plus 1 equals 16. Subtract 1. We get 5x equals 15. Divide by 5. And x equals 3. A special note: when you square both sides, the new equation may not be equal to the original equation. So the answers you get, you need to put them back and see if they'll work. So if I put 3 back, 15 plus 1 is 16. The square root of 16 is 4 plus 2, that's okay. And this will work under here under the radical. And I think we'll run across maybe 1 or 2 problems like that. You need to get your books open to the assignment. And we're going to do the odds. Problem number 1. copy it down. We have the square root of x equals 3. The radicand is isolated by itself, so square both sides, and we get x equals 9. And if you substitute it back in there, square root of 9 is 3. Problem number 3, 4 equals the square root of 2x. The radical is by itself, so square both sides. And we get 16 equals 2x. Divide by 2, 8 equals x. If we put that back, 2 times 8 is 16, and that makes 4 when we take its square root. Number 5, the square root of 8x equals 2/5. The radicand is by itself, so square both sides. We have 8x equals 2 squared is 4, 5 squared is 25. For x, we could divide by 8 or take 1/8 of both sides. So that gives us x. Cancel. And that makes 1/50. Number 7. 1 equals the square root of m minus 3. The radicand is not by itself, so isolate it by adding 3 to both sides. And we have 4 equals the square root of m. Square both sides. We have 16 equals m. And if we put 16 back into the original equation, square root of 16 is 4, 4 minus 3 is 1. 9. 2/3 plus the square root of b equals 1. We can eliminate the fractions by multiplying everything by 3. So we get 2 plus 3 radical b equals 3. Isolate the radicand, so subtract 2. We have 3 radical b equals 1. Divide by 3. We have the square root of b equals 1/3. Square both sides. And b, 1 squared is 1, 3 squared is 9. The answer is 1/9. Problem 11, 3 equals the square root of x over 2. The radicand is by itself, so square both sides. So we have 9 equals x over 2. Solve for x. Multiply both sides by 2. 18 equals x. If you put that back in there, 18 divided by 2 is 9. The square root of 9 makes the 3. "13, the square root of x plus 1 equals 3. The radicand is by itself, it's isolated. Square both sides. And we have x plus 1 equals 9. Solve for x. Subtract 1. X equals 8. Substitute it back in. The square root of 9 makes 3. Number 15, 20 equals 5 radical 2x. The radican is not isolated, so divide both sides by 5. We get 4 equals the square root of 2x. Square both sides. And we have 16 equals 2x. Divide by 2. And 8 equals x. And if you put that back in, you get 16. The square root of 16 is 4. 4 times 5 makes 20. The square root of 4x plus 2 equals 6. What's under the radical sign is not isolated, so subtract 2 from both sides. The square root of 4x equals 4. Square both sides. 4x equals 16. Divide by 4, and x equals 4. (19) 4 equals the square root of 8a plus 3. Isolate the radican, subtract 3. 1 equals the square root of 8a. It's isolated, so now we can square both sides. And we have 1 equals 8a. Divide by 8 to solve for a. A equals 1/8. (21) The square root of 5y minus 2 plus 3 equals 9. Isolate the radican, subtract 3. The square root of 5y minus 2 equals 6. Square both sides. 5y minus 2 equals 36. Add 2. 5y equals 38. Divide by 5, and y is 38 fifths. (23) The square root of x equals 3 radical 7. You need to get anything with the radican on one side. So I'm going to divide both sides by the square root of 7. So I now have the square root of x over the square root of 7 equals 3. I can square this side and square this side, and I get x over 7 equals 9. Then multiply both sides by 7, x equals 63. If you're not assigned the B section, you can stop and start working on the evens. Number 25, you have 8 equals the square root of 5a over 4 minus 2. Isolate the radican. So add 2 to both sides. We now have 10 equals the square root of 5a over 4. Square both sides. 100 equals 5a over 4. Solve for a. You can multiply both sides by the reciprocal, 4 fifths. that'll cancel out, and 5 goes into 120, and 4 times 20 is 80. (27) The square root of 2x plus 9 over 5 equals 3. The radicand's by itself, square both sides. So we have 2x plus 9 over 5 equals 9. Solve for x, multiply both sides by 5. So we have 2x plus 9 equals 45. Subtract 9. 2x equals 36. Divide by 2, and the answer is 18. And 29. Four equals the square root of 7k minus 10 divided by 9. The radicand is by itself, so you can square both sides. And you have 16 equals 7k minus 10 over 9. Multiply by 9. And you have 144 equals 7k minus 10. Add 10. And you have 154 equals 7k. Divide by 7, and the answer is 22. If you were doing just section A, it's now time to come back and do the word problems with us. So everyone is doing page 549, problems 1 to 6. Number 1. It says the square root of 3 times the number is 15. So we're going to translate that. The square root of 3 times the number, we'll use x, 3x, is the equal sign 15. The radical is isolated, the radicand, so we'll square both sides. And we get 3x equals 225. Divide by 3, and the number is 75. Number 3, it says 1/8 of the square root of a number, we can use x, is 3. The radicand is not isolated, so we're going to multiply both sides by 8. I'll cancel that out. So now we have the square root of x equals 24. Square both sides, and x equals 576. And number 5. When 4 times the number is increased by 5. 4 times the number, 4x, increased by 5, add 5. The square root of the result, so we'll take the square root of this, is 11. The radicand is isolated, square both sides. So we have 4x plus 5 equals 121. Solve for x. Subtract 5. We get 4x equals 116. Divide by 4. And x equals 29. That's it for this lesson.